Oprah says that you don't become what you want. You become who you believe you are. And if that's an embodiment of the people you surround yourself with, how you dress, your thoughts, I thought dressing like the person I want to become was going to help me on my journey to success. And that's why we are dressing like a fresa for a week. And girl, let me tell you, people treated me differently, even my family. You heard it right. Yes, a fresa, a strawberry. If you are Mexican, you know what a fresa is. It's a very rich Mexican woman or man that comes from a high-class family. And let me just tell you, I did not come from a super high-class family. My dad was a blue-collar worker and my mom was a housewife. So this experiment was actually really interesting, but it really made a difference. Fresas are known to wear cardigans, luxury handbags, luxury footwear, designer clothes. In telenovelas like Teresa and Rebelde, they're basically known to be spoiled, rich Mexicans that are ditzy and high maintenance. But let's be real, they're also the ones to be known to have it all. And that's exactly the energy that I wanted to embody, because I thought if I started dressing like her, acting like her, I may just become her. A woman who believes there's more than enough money, a woman who believes that she can have it all. In my last video on how I changed my life in 6 months, I talked about how I transformed my mind first. But now it's the embodiment. Now it's dressing like that person. And it comes down to 3 things. Be who you have to be, to do what you got to do, to have what you want to have. And me, I wanted to be wealthy. I wanted to be the type of woman that people admired, to do the hard stuff, to take the risk, to have $1 million business. And let me tell you, it's worked out. And this shift in mindset all boils down to these 3 steps of the be, do, have. I'm going to explain that in this video. But before we start, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, like, and turn on your notifications so you never miss a video. So I want you to ask yourself, who do you have to be to do what you have to do in order to have what you want to have? And being is more than just your thoughts. Being, like I said, is also how you dress. So I started dressing in more power suits. I started switching out the shoes that I'm wearing. And girl, trust me, when you start changing the shoes that you're wearing, it literally makes you walk different. You can walk into a room and people notice you. I started to walk in the footprints of my millionaire self. And trust me, walking in some Gucci shoes versus walking in some Nikes makes you feel completely different. Like, I literally changed my entire wardrobe. You guys know me as Fitness Gia, somebody who lived in leggings and spandex. And now dressing completely different, like, it really does change who I feel that I am. I started to dress like I was making $100K a month before I started to make that 6 figures a month. I started to dress like that rich Mexican woman that I wanted to be, without the fresa preppy vibes. I remember the first time I wore a power suit. It was a white power suit and I wore it to my first mastermind class that I took with this female platform called CEO Latina. I was making money on TikTok Shop, but it was just the beginning. And I remember showing up in that white suit and walking into that room and just feeling like I deserved to be there, feeling like I'm one of these other wealthy ladies and gentlemen at this event. The person that they had as a speaker was Tai Lopez. And he was talking about building your personal brand because that's AI proof, right? Because AI is coming in to take a lot of jobs, you guys. But working on your personal brand is something that makes your business AI proof. And I remember talking to Tai Lopez. And if you don't know Tai Lopez, he is a well-known multimillionaire. And I mean, he is more showy, but he reads a lot of books. But having a conversation with him about TikTok and having him speak to me with respect and authority, I really felt like I was embodying that wealthy, successful woman. And he actually paused to talk to me and take the time to learn about me. I mean, it really made a difference on what I was wearing. I mean, it felt so different than when I used to walk into rooms in my spandex. I mean, people saw me as, yes, this television fitness trainer, but they also probably didn't think I was that smart, because trainers are not known to be that smart, which is fine. But now I really feel the difference. And I also realized that it wasn't about proving myself. It was just embodying who I wanted to become. Now, I'm not saying that the outfits helped me to manifest my dream world, but I will say it helped for me to embody her. because it helped me believe that I am that woman. I am that successful. I am that smart. I am that talented. My mind is worth $1 million. That's what it started to help me believe. Now, the real test is when I went to go start shopping for my first home. I mean, I wore this super cute, preppy Gucci cardigan, and I remember walking into this house, and you guys can check out the vlog that I did with my house tour if you want to see more of it. I remember walking in and having a conversation with the realtor and them looking at me like a serious home buyer. Them looking at me like I'm not just some new home buyer millennial dreamer. I mean, it felt different to walk in there dressing like I got money and I got money to spend on buying a house. Outfits aren't just fabric. They're an energy that you put out to the world. And even if you don't have something that big, like going to sign a huge mortgage or buying a business, you still want to dress like that girl. We've all done it, had those special outfits for special occasions. What if you just put it on like I did? I put on this super cute dress just to be at home, not to do anything special, but just to embody that wealthy, confident woman. You literally have to embody the confidence that you want to become. I put on this super cute pink bodycon dress that literally made me feel like $1 million. And it was from TikTok Shop. The looks that I got from my husband, he's like, do you, boo? Now, once I started to dress like that Fresa and really started to be that rich woman, what did that help me do, right? Because being who you need to be to do what you got to do is the second step. This is now embodying her and doing what I got to do. So what did I do? I hired a money coach. Again, this was before I was making 6 figures a month, okay? I started to think, if I wanted to be that wealthy person, what would that wealthy person be like now, right? I have the suit on, I have the whole look. What would she do? She would hire a money coach to help her manage all the money she's gonna have. So I did that. And it's interesting, when I put myself out there and I really started to say, okay, this is my intention, God, I need a money coach appeared. It's like when I tried to help myself, God then helped me as well. And here are some of the other things that I did besides hire a spiritual coach, hire a money coach, hire a business and life coach. I also went and I bought my first Chanel bag. Oh God, you guys, full disclosure, don't do this unless you're financially able to do this, okay, you guys? And last year when I made my first 6 figures, I went to Chanel in Paris. I was out there for the Olympics. How awesome is that? And I walked into the boutique, and I mean, there is no experience like buying a luxury bag inside the actual boutique in Paris. What? And I mean, there was nothing like going in there, finding a bag that I really, really love, and then walking out and carrying it like, yeah, I'm worth luxury. Let me show it to you guys. Here it is. You guys, even the box, I literally saved the box, okay? This is the first Chanel bag I had ever bought myself, you guys. And the mindset shift that I got from, look at this. Of course it had to be pink, you guys. Don't judge me. This is my first Chanel bag, you guys. Oh, if I told you how much it costs, I don't know if you'll judge me. So I'm not going to tell you, but I'll let you guess. You guys, there's something about this that really, really fed my mind. Girl, you made it. The next thing I did was I bought my first class flight. Oh my gosh. So it was to our honeymoon last year. We went to Maldives. $15,000 for 2 first-class flights, you guys. I'll tell you that. Wow, did it feel uncomfortable. But the comfort and the mindset that it fed when I flew on that flight, girl, priceless. And at first I was like, oh shit, did I just really do that? O sea, oh my God, ¿qué hice? Now I'm happy I did, because that helped on my tax write-offs this last year, because all of it is a tax write-off because I'm shooting content out there. There it is too. Wealthy people know how to work around those taxes, you guys. In a legal way, completely. And I hate to give this person a shout out, but I heard Donald Trump say this in a social media post that I saw, that he had a friend that was building his mindset, and this friend bought a first-class flight ticket before he was able to really buy a first-class flight ticket. And Trump was like, why are you doing that? He's like, because it feeds my mind. It makes me start to believe that I am that wealthy, successful man. And guess what? Eventually, he could afford first-class flights, and he became that wealthy man because he believed that's who he was. Remember, you don't become who you want, you become who you believe. And what did I do when I made my first million? Ooh, girl. I bought my first Rolex. Oh my gosh, you guys. And this isn't just a watch. This tells a story of perseverance and never giving up. It represents the journey of how I was almost broken and broke from that lawsuit. And I went out into open waters. I reinvented myself from fitness to fashion. And I came out on the other side okay. I took a leap on myself. I bet on myself and I won. This is the story of how I became the rich Mexican that I always wanted to become. It's sentimental, it's powerful, you guys, and every time that I put it on, every single morning that I put it on, it's my affirmation. I am wealthy, I am abundant. It's so nice to have an artifact to remind you guys, of an affirmation and really feel it in your body. It is an energy. And maybe you don't have a Rolex to do that, but maybe you have like a stone, jade, or something that you can rub every single day and say, I am abundance, I am wealthy, even before you see it on the outside world, because everything starts on the inside. What you believe, you see. Remember that. Now, once you become who you want to be, you start to do what you need to do, you finally naturally get to have all the things you want to have. Yeah, it's really that simple. Okay, so let's get real about what a fresa actually means. So yes, it's the rich Mexican girl that on the surface wears designer bags and designer shoes, but at the core, being a fresa, being a wealthy, rich Mexican, is just having unapologetic ownership. It's walking into rooms and knowing that you belong there. It's thinking and knowing that you belong a seat at the table. I don't want to just survive in this country. I want to own it. I want to have it all for all the women that came before me and all the women that will come after me, including this baby girl that's growing inside of me. And maybe you don't care about designer bags. Maybe your dreams are a little different than mine. But I would say whatever your dreams are, you have to start to dress like her if you want to become her. Okay, let's talk about the realest part of this glow up journey. And that is the side eyes that I was getting from tios and tias and primos and primas. Okay, that's the hard part about changing and leveling up who you want to be. Not everybody is going to go to the top with you. Not everyone's going to understand your change. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. This is your journey. It's not theirs. And if you care about what other people think, you are never going to have that glow up. I literally had tias talking so much crap about me, like, mira quién es, ay que presumida. I had to let go of like, okay, my family may not like me initially, but I like me. And the only opinion that matters is the one that I have about myself. And I know I'm not a presumida. I know I'm humble, I'm kind, I'm generous. And that's all that matters. I know me. Doesn't matter what other people think. And I know that's hard. It's really hard. I think this journey of dressing like a fresa, the hardest thing was to stop caring about what people think. Oof, that one's tough, girl. If you want me to make a video on how I got there or my journey to stop caring about what people think, let me know in the comments, because that is a whole other video in itself. How to stop caring about what other people think. So make sure to subscribe to see that next video and to see how this story continues to unfold, how I went from broke to now building generational wealth and teaching other women to do the same. And don't forget to follow my TikTok, where I provide lots of fashion tips, because luxury doesn't have to have a high price tag. It's all about knowing your worth. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I'll see you guys in the next video.